today's video, I'm going to be sharing this super easy, warm, monochromatic makeup look that I personally think is going to be perfect for the spring and summertime. This is one of my favorite trends, and it is 100% drugstore, okay? All the makeup that I use today is going to be from Revlon, who is sponsoring this video, and I'm also very excited to finally announce that Revlon has chosen me, your girl Aysha, okay, to be part of their Revlon entourage. So if you're not familiar with what that is, basically I'm gonna be teaming up with Revlon this year, and we're gonna create some amazing content just featuring different makeup trends. And I'm actually gonna be featuring one of my favorite foundations ever, not just from the drugstore, but completely, the Revlon Colorstay. I feel like this is like the iconic foundation from the drugstore. I love this stuff. And then also they just came out with new lip products. This is the Revlon Kiss Plumping Lip Cream. I actually have tried this before on my channel, if you guys remember a couple videos back, and I really love it. So that is the lip color that I'm wearing today. So love those two products. I'm gonna have all the products that I use in this video linked down below, so it's super easy for you to find. And of course, since it's all drugstore, you can find it at your local drugstore as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get into it. Alright guys, so as I always do, I'm gonna start with my brows. This is the Revlon Brow Fantasy by Colorstay. It looks like this. So as you can see, it has like a pencil on this side, and then it has a brow gel on this side. I am just gonna do my regular brow routine and then just carve out my brows as I normally do. So now moving on to the face. I actually just came back from getting a facial this morning, and my face looks and feels so smooth and glowy. But I'm gonna go into primer. So this is the Revlon PhotoReady Perfecting Primer, and it looks like this. A lot of people love this, so I'm actually really excited to give it a try. Ooh, it feels really nice. Ooh, very smooth. And I feel like if you have oily skin, you'll really like this because I feel like it kind of mattified. So now for foundation, I'm gonna be using the Revlon Colorstay, and I'm mainly in the shade 400, but I do like to mix in a little bit of 410, which looks like this. These are actually new bottles because mine look hella crusty, so. By the way, I have in the normal to dry formula. It does also come in the combination oily, so if you have more combo oily skin, that one is amazing. It's gonna keep you matte and not creasing all day long. And then the normal to dry, I find has a little bit more of a glow. It's very like, I don't know, it just looks like skin to me, and literally guys, this does not crease. You know how I am with my smile lines, so the fact that this doesn't do that, it's from the drugstore, it's so affordable, and I feel like they got the shades really nice, like the undertone matches me perfectly. Okay, actually, just kidding. The shade that I usually mix in is 355 Almond, which looks like this. So in comparison to Caramel, you can see Almond is just slightly warmer, so I'll just mix a little bit of Almond. This is actually in the combo to oily formula. Might have gotten carried away and put a little too much of this foundation on, but we shall blend it out. Forget what this is called, but it actually comes with a, oh, it's the airbrush effect brush. It comes with a handle, but I just took it off the handle because I find it gives me a little more control. Alright guys, so foundation is on. To add a little more dimension to my face, I am going to take the shade 410 Cappuccino in the Colorstay, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use this as sort of like a liquid bronzer. Just going to just kind of like, you see how that's like a perfect bronze shade? When you're bronzing, you don't want to use something like too dark, like a contour for example. You're just looking for something that is just gonna add a little bit of warmth to the skin. So you can see when I kind of turn to the side, it adds a really beautiful warmth. To conceal and highlight, I'm gonna be taking the Revlon PhotoReady Concealer, which looks like this. This one is kind of one of those stick concealers, the cream ones. And for any of you that have been watching my channel for many, many years, you would have known that this concealer I was obsessed with once upon a time. I have to find a clip or something from back in the day and show you guys. I'll insert it here if I can find it. But yeah, I just remember going through tubes and tubes of this in high school. So I liked applying this with my fingers because since it is a cream, I find that the warmth from your fingers really helps to blend it into the skin, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned the shade. Mine is in the shade Deep. And as I mentioned, I'm just gonna blend this out with my fingers. I love how that concealer makes my under eyes look. But anyways, to set all of this in place, I'm gonna be taking the Revlon PhotoReady Translucent Finisher. But this is what it looks like, and it's basically just a translucent powder. Kind of look up and set underneath my eyes. I'm kind of just squeezing my brush so that I can sort of bake right in the creases over here. And then I'm also just setting my lids as well. I do kind of want to keep my face kind of glowy, so I don't want to put too much of this powder, but this is just going to set all the cream products since we did use like a cream bronzer, obviously a liquid foundation, just kind of like all liquid products, so you do want to make sure you set it. I feel like it's getting like super bright in here. It's a super sunny day and it's kind of messing with the lighting, so sorry about that. But next I'm going to go into this palette. This is the Revlon Colorstay Not Just Nudes, and this one is in 01 Passionate Nudes, so I find it's more of the warmer colors. So I'm going to go into this palette. I'm trying to show it this way because it keeps messing with the lighting, but I'm going to go into this shade over here, and this is kind of like a warm chocolate brown color. So I'm going to put this into the crease just to define it slightly. And I'm actually just gonna take the brush that this came with, since it's more of like a smaller definer brush, and I'm gonna go into that exact same brown shade and then work that. I need a mirror for this. I'm just gonna work this right under the lower lash line. So now that I have the base kind of more smoky colors in the crease, I'm gonna go ahead and add more of that warm orangey tone that we are missing from this monochromatic look. This is the Revlon Colorstay Cream Eyeshadow. And it looks like this. Sorry, the lighting just changed, but you can see the color a little bit better. So it looks like this. I'm gonna put this on my eyes, and what's really cool about this product is that it actually has like a built-in applicator right over here. It's like synthetic and it works perfectly. So I'm just dipping my brush into the product and then applying this on the kind of like the first and second third of my eye, starting from the inner corner and working your way out. These colors, I tried this the other day. I kind of like was swatching the colors on my hand, trying to decide what I wanted for this look. And when I went to go like wipe it off, I was just using a tissue. It literally did not move. Like I needed to scrub with my makeup remover. So once this sets in place, it is gonna be there all day, which is awesome. So I'm just sort of tapping that out with my finger. Before that dries, I'm gonna go into this shade in the Revlon palette, the Not Just Nudes palette. It's kind of like this warm sunset orange type of look, and I'm gonna take that on the brush that it came with, kind of just pack it on there, and then pack that right over top that shadow. And you'll just see like this color just instantly pops right away. I am gonna spray my brush in a bit. Actually, I just ended up dragging it all over the lid. So to intensify the color a little more, I'm gonna take this Revlon PhotoReady Prep Set and Refresh Mist and just give my brush a little mist. I feel like that just like intensified the color even more. And I'm also bringing this color in my inner corner and dragging it sort of out over here. As a brow bone highlight, I'm gonna take the shade right beside the orange one that we used, right over here. It's kind of like a golden shade, and I'm going to take that on the All Over Shadow brush by Revlon and just put that on my brow bone. So instead of a regular wing, I'm actually going to take this Revlon Colorstay 2-in-1 Angled Kajal liner, and this one is in the shade 102 Fig, so it's kind of like a plummy brown. And I'm just going to smudge this on my top lash line, and this actually has like a smudger brush on the other side, which is perfect. So I will show myself doing that as well. You can be pretty messy with this because we are going to be smudging it out anyways, so it really doesn't matter, but I am going to take it out slightly in a wing shape. So I just flipped it over and I'm just going to smudge that out. And I'm also taking the same liner and just lining my waterline and my tight line with that as well, just to add more of like a defined look to the eye. So one last step to the eyeshadow, I just wanted to add this right now because I thought it would look nice. I'm gonna take that same gold shade that I used on my brow bone and actually put that on my inner corner just to add slightly more dimension. It's still gonna work with the whole like monochromatic warm look, but it's just gonna add a little more of a highlight on the inner corner. Done with the eyeshadow, moving on to the mascara. I'm gonna be using this Revlon Mega Multiplier mascara. It looks like this. The lighting's gonna change, of course, but this is what it looks like, and I'll show you the actual applicator as well. I just took in that this mascara actually has fibers in it. I was like, how the heck is it making my lashes look so long? At least my bottom lashes, and I took a look at the brush and it actually has fibers in it. Okay, so the eyes are completely done. I love how they turned out. Now it is time for blush. So I'm gonna go into the Revlon powder blush in the shade Marvelous, because it's mauve. I like that pun. But this is what it looks like. And these actually have a mirror in them. That's what I've been using, if you are wondering. My lens is flipping out because it cannot take this beauty. I'm just playing. But I'm gonna take the contour brush and use this on the cheeks. I don't want to put too much because I don't want to distract from the monochrome look. Now it's time for highlight, and I'm going to take this Revlon Insta Blush in the shade Rose Gold Kiss. It looks like this. And although this does say it is a blush, I find that on, like, when you swatch it, as you can see, it kind of comes up a little like gold. So it looks really, really pretty. It kind of has that like orange tinge to it as well. So I don't want too much of a highlighted look today, so I'm just gonna dab this on the cheeks like so. Actually, let me just do it on my finger completely. Oh yeah, much better. Ooh. And then to further intensify that, I'm gonna take the Revlon Insta-Fix highlighting stick. So it's essentially the same thing, but this is the highlighting stick version, and then this is in the shade 200 Gold Light. So it's like this really pretty gold shade, just to add that kind of intensity. But I don't want this like to overpower the look, if that makes sense. You can see just how pretty that highlight is, but it almost just looks like a glow from the within. Like it is blending out into my skin so nicely. So now it is time for the lips, which I'm very excited for because this is a new product. Well, I mean, I have used it on my channel before, but I really, really love this. This is the Revlon Kiss Plumping Lip Cream, and it looks like this. So I'm using the shade Almond Suede 515, and these come in 10 shades, I believe, and they're kind of like a plumping lip gloss, but they don't burn the lips, which I really, really love because some plumping lip glosses are just like so unbearable, but this isn't like that. And Almond Suede is this really beautiful kind of like peachy nude pink sort of color for deeper skin tones. I'm sure it looks a little bit different on lighter complexions, but on me it is like perfect for this look. So first, I'm gonna line my lips, and I have been loving this lip liner. This is the Revlon Colorstay lip liner in Sienna, and it's kind of like this peachy color. So I'm just gonna line my entire lip, and then right over the top that, it doesn't really matter that it's not like completely filled in because this does have quite a bit of pigment to it as well. I'm gonna just apply the lip cream. I love this lip cream. Like, it is so, so good. I feel like it matched this look perfectly. And also, although like, I mean, my lips are pretty big, so they don't really need that much plumping, but the tingling does feel really nice. But what I do notice that I cannot talk today. What I do notice that it does to my lips is the fact that it filled in like all the fine lines in my lips. I have like really wrinkly lips, especially when they're dry. So they keep them very moisturized and then just like plump out the lines and just make it look super smooth, as you can see. So I love this. But last but not least, I'm gonna take my setting spray, and this is the Revlon PhotoReady Prep Set Refresh Mist, and I'm just gonna give this a spray all over the face. Ooh, this is a really nice spray. Do you hear that? It's like a very satisfying mist. Like, I'm done, but I just want to keep spraying. All right, guys, so here is the finished look. I am just obsessed with how this turned out. Like, look how glowy I look. Ooh, I look good. I do. I look good, okay? You gotta tell yourself that sometimes, but I just love how like the warmth from the eyes really brings out the warmth in the lips. And can I just say I'm obsessed with this Kiss Plumping lip cream? Like, you guys need to try this, especially the shade Almond Suede. I think this shade is gonna be a lot of like brown girls' favorites. But yeah, I'm gonna have this, the Colorstay foundation, as well as all the other products that I used, linked and listed down below for your convenience. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Why am I like waving this around? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And once again, huge shout out to Revlon for choosing me to be a part of the Revlon entourage this year and sponsoring this video. I am just so excited to see where this year goes. I can't believe that I'm partnering with a brand that I literally started using in the first couple videos on my channel. It's so surreal. So, and I have a lot of you guys to thank for that. Actually, all of you guys to thank for that. So thank you for supporting your girl. And yeah, I've been filming for like 2.5 hours now, so I should probably go eat something. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone! Mwah.